Hi, and welcome to part 5 of our tutorial on how to become a Unity game developer. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to build, test, and ship your game. So the first thing you're going to notice is that it looks a little bit different than the last episode. That's because what I've done is I've decided to flesh out the aesthetics of the game a little bit by going to the Unity Asset Store and importing some things from there. So we're not really going to cover it in this tutorial, but what you need to know about the Unity Asset Store is that the whole point of it is that everything in there just works. So no matter what you go in and buy, you can drag and drop it right into your game, and it's not going to give you errors or problems, and it's going to be smooth sailing all the way. And that's why it exists. It's why it costs money, because the assets are ready to go and they're really good. So everything is in now and it's looking good. And basically what we're going to do now is it's time to actually build the game, because you can see there's no more room left to put anything in. We can't add anything more to the game. The screen is totally full. So let's get to it. You're going to go up top to File, okay, because we got to turn the game into a file. And then you're going to go down to Build Settings. Now, this isn't like settings for like the setting of the game, which, as you can tell, is now like cool cyberpunk. But it's basically, what platform you want to release it on. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose Windows for now, and then we'll expand out later. And here's the build button. But I want to stop for a second because I want you to not think about this as a button that is going to build your game. This is a button that is going to build the rest of your life. This is going to build you into a new person, a person who's a game developer. Because the moment you click this and this game exists, you're in the world as somebody who's really doing this. So let's say no more and let's get on with it. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so it's going to take a little while. It's just giving that chime sound. I guess it's just doing a lot in the background. Oh, I'll tell you about this. So you see this bright pink here. This is what they call UV mapping or ultraviolet mapping, right? This is basically if your game is set in like the 80s. Some of the assets you buy in the store will come like this. And it's like, again, it has that real cyberpunk feel. So it's really cool. If your game's not set in the 80s or it's not cyberpunk, then maybe just like delete it. But I think it's awesome. So good. Okay, maybe there was a problem with the build. So what we'll do is we'll go over and we'll check the console. Okay, so I'm looking here. Okay, so here's the thing. There could be some errors that are preventing the game from getting built. But if you think back, remember when we talked about like the toasters talking to each other or whatever, right? This is all nonsense. Like none of these things they don't mean anything. Like error CS 1002 expected. Like, oh yeah, do you remember that time in your life you were expecting CS 1002? Right. So it's nonsense language. So what we got to look for is something that does make sense. It's in English. So that way, that's Unity's way of telling us like this is something you could fix. So let's go here. Like void in the CS47 in this context. What context? It's again more expectation of CS 102. And then, okay, here we go. So here we go. See this? Here we go. Syntax error. So a syntax is basically, okay, first of all, you have to understand Unity is a European company, okay? The proper name of the company is like Unity or whatever. So they put taxes on things that are bad for people, like video games, and they call that a syntax. And so it's an error with my syntaxes. But here's the thing. I haven't purchased a Unity license yet, right? So this is actually an engine error. It's trying to check my like payment schedule or whatever. And it's saying, oh, you haven't paid. Well, of course I haven't paid. I'm not supposed to. I'm using the free edition. So this is actually a really great opportunity for us to learn how to get like support from the company and the wider community. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over our browser here. So you'll remember, here we are, DuckDuckGo. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the forums. So Unity 3D forums. Okay. And I've been here before. I mean, this is the place to be. So we're looking for a forum that has to do with like licensing errors, something like that. I don't see anything. Okay, so we'll just go to general. And so the first thing you're going to want to do in any like new community you're part of is immediately just post a new thread. This is how you're going to immediately get to the heart of what you want to talk about. So we're going to just say like, syntax error. I don't have a license. Hey guys, just wondering if anyone is having this problem. I keep getting a syntax error when I try to build my game, but I should have no taxes outstanding. I'm okay with the free version, even though it's a little limited. I still am making an awesome FPS game. I'm not doing some walking simulator kind of thing. I'm not in the group of people who make that kind of stuff. You know who I'm talking about. So anyways, if you could let me know who to contact about syntaxes at Unity, that would be great. Thanks. I'm doing tutorials on YouTube, so please get back to me soon. Okay, and so we're going to create this thread. Your thread has been posted. Here we go. So now, basically, there's not much we can do for now. I guess we are going to have to put a bit of a delay on it. But look, I want to take a moment here. I don't want to get, all the walking simulator on you guys, but it really means a lot to me, that we've come this far. I feel like it's my responsibility to show you guys what you can achieve in game development when you work through your problems and you never give up. So as soon as I hear back from people on the forums, or as soon as Unity reaches out to let me know what's going on, because I'm going to email them a bunch now, I'll see you in the next video. But we're going to come back and we're going to have a great celebration, and we're going to build more levels. We're going to add online functionality, and this is just going to be a phenomenal journey, and it's really only just begun.